I'm a little bit earlier than usual, and our clocks have finally gone forwards. So there's that. Um, yeah, there's not as many people here as usual, but it will begin to fill up. I don't know that I would have turned up today, but well, I remember Jesus, and also that somebody said they were going to try to come down, and I didn't want to let them down. So here I am. I wouldn't mind a question or two for the moment, because I feel, well, I'm sure we'll get into how I feel, but I just can't start off with that kind of nonsense on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, for everybody who's a mother or who has a mother. Hello, you all right, Mohammed? Hi, David. Sorry. Yeah, I can't take my specs off either. I'm so... Oh gosh, it's a long story, peeps. But yeah, questions would be all right. If I could read them. Guten Tag, good day, etc. Yeah, maybe I could just say hello in as many languages as I could think of. But that, I mean, it's quite a few languages, but yeah. Anyhow, give me a topic, any topic, because otherwise I may veer off into my own, and I don't fancy going into my own head alone at the moment, because I'm pretty darn tired, not hungover, because that involves sleep, and I do have a coffee. Thank you for the suggestion. I just finished the other suggestion as well. I'm going to wait for JC to turn up. Hi. Is that Trinity? No, it's Tracy. Hi. I'm all over the place. I'm just going to throw it out there and apologise in advance if I start waffling or getting emotional or just had the most bizarre, like 24 hours, I guess. I got to see some family yesterday. That was really lovely. Got to spend time with one of the strongest women I've ever known or loved in my whole life. So yeah, that's how I'm doing. How are you all doing? Because I await JC, and let's be honest, his timekeeping is not the best. And also, Bob won't be here this week. I believe JC's leaving early because of the aforementioned Mother's Day, which is lovely, but I already got to see my mum. So I don't have that obligation, but I do have an obligation to sleep and make sense. I feel like those are my two priorities at the moment. I won't be doing the first one whilst live streaming, I hope. Let me keep touching that, what do you call it? Live chat thingamajig, because just for reasons, really. Just for reasons. So, anyone got a topic or a question? I don't really mind what it is at the moment. Just an open call for somebody to bounce off, as it were. Daffod, it's a very real possibility, my love, that people are, in fact, stupid. I know that I've been feeling pretty stupid this morning, I guess. Threshing floor, no. Partially, but I feel like I maybe let a situation run away with me or run me. I don't know. I'm feeling I like to be honest, obviously, with you all, but I feel conflicted, I think is the best word, and really quite hurt and tired and not particularly in the mood. If it wasn't for Jesus, I would not be here. But then my options are small. I would be at home feeling like this. So it's best, I guess, to be where, people who love me are. I mean, not that bunch of nutters, but the other nutters who are hopefully coming along. But yeah. So again, I apologise in advance. I'm a little worried that somebody might say something and I just might, I don't know, start screaming or crying, or I don't know. I feel pretty delicate. yeah, pretty fatigued and imbalanced. Other than oversharing massively on this lovely Sunday morning. That's, yeah, just humans. Sometimes, don't you just want to get over humans? Maybe it's just me. So could somebody, like, I don't mind if it's a cheerful topic. I don't particularly mind if it's a soul-destroying, depressing, heartbreaking topic. Islam, Christianity, current affairs, secularism. I don't really mind because I'll just sit and talk, but I feel like I'm in some sort of shock, like for real, no exaggeration. I feel a little bit detached from stuff, which is a good thing because I don't really want to connect with like negativity if I can possibly help it. So I'm just waiting on a few more peeps to come along. I did just go over and say hi to a Christian, but I married a 3-year-old guy was there lurking, and yeah, I just couldn't stomach him. Thank you, Orthodox More. Hi, Jonathan. Yeah, I'm not doing the greatest, to be honest, but it's like first world problems, just emotional BS zone stuff, which I am familiar with already. Bob isn't here. I choose to remain silent and decline to answer the statement. Yeah, so anyhow, I feel like potentially we'll all be in the pub pretty soon, and it's quite early, even though the clocks have gone forward. So in real life, not in real life, in the potentiality of yesterday, it's still pretty more earlier. Yeah, I can't English either, so that's lovely. It really bodes well for a day in which I have to speak a lot, because I feel like I could just, yeah, not speak for a long time at the moment. Maybe we go for a walk. Who is these people? Hi, Andrew. I'm sorry I can't see through them, but my face is, wow, it's just not acceptable, darlings, at the moment because of said tiredness. Thank you very much. It is Mothering Sunday. It is Mother's Day here on the right side, the correct side of the Hallmark calendar, as it were. I don't know. Either way, it's today, and if you want, it should be every day. So. Sorry. Some of the disc. Right, let me. Can I show you my eyes? Wow. I don't know Christian roots, but I feel that I don't know if you've been here since the off. Like I've had zero sleep. When I say zero sleep, it's no exaggeration. I mean, no sleep and wildly, like traumatic emotional damage. Basically, I just heard the TikTok go in my head. Emotional damage. That guy, which made me smile. But yeah, I just hope that Mo doesn't one, find me, two, approach me, three, say anything incredibly stupid. I mean, what are the odds? Because I don't think handcuffs suit me, quite frankly. I don't think they're going to go with my outfit. And potentially my self-control, thanks Christian Roots, is on the wane at the moment, chaps and chapesses, because F this shiz. For real. I can't be asked. Just cannot. But, Jesus. So, yay. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just try and find someone who's actually genuine in this place. Am I crazy? I mean, I am in an open air asylum at the moment. I wonder, is there such a thing as someone who just wants a quiet, calm chat? For genuinely, like, intellectual pursuit or spiritual edification. I don't feel that confident, but potentially that's my own shiz. So yeah. Oh wow, Christian Rich, you're a soldier, mate. I haven't. I mean, yeah, I pulled an all-nighter, which is like I don't. It's got to be bad for that to happen, because the overtiredness just is just a killer. And then I start getting wildly like a overreactionary, and I was trying to think on the coming along here. My brain was just frozen in. That's why I keep thinking maybe I'm in shock, like some sort of emotional shock. But yeah, I just kept thinking, what am I going to talk about without getting all theology, apologetics, polemics, politics, maths? I don't know. Atheism, socialism. Hi, Troy. Good afternoon, my love. No, this brain is traitorous at the moment. It's not like, how can your own brain turn against you? Easily, let me tell you. Yeah, I've been being heckled by my own brain, basically. So that's always charming, especially when it's like funnier and bitchier than you are in actuality. It's like the potential waste now that I've got Jesus. Who is that now? Jacko, you missed the fact that I am struggling to maintain an emotionally balanced facade on the outside because I have had zero sleep. Had a lovely day yesterday, like really charmingly lovely. I saw family and stuff, and then I came home into what I think lovingly referred to as emotional bullshittery. I do apologise for the language, but there is like really no other way to really, you know, have the emphasis. And I'm a sucker, I guess, but also for it's just, I should have been a Catholic, sorry. Just the self-flagellation, just the doubt. This is what I want to talk about. Fear. Right, so the Bible says that love casts out fear, and that, like, obviously perfect love casts out fear perfectly. And conversely, this isn't what the Bible says, this is the K exegesis that is literally like filtering through my brain at the moment, so I'm formulating it as I speak. If love casts out fear, I think the converse of that is fear can like modify or bastardize, or I don't really know what the word is, but it can cause love to become a need love, the way that Lewis speaks about it, as opposed to either a romantic love or a motherly love or whatever, you know, it was before. Because isn't it just like bizarre that most, like, I mean, everybody needs love. I don't mean it like that, but to need to be needed is a handicap. If you like psychology, it's a disability, like it's a debilitating state in a way that's kind of in a way that's beneficial to humanity. You might find yourself just like a needy nutter, and then start beating yourself up, or, you know, vulnerability. Oh, who needs that crap? But if you can't be vulnerable, like it's such a conundrum. Like, God has a plan for you. I know that for a fact. Like, I'm looking at you, all of you, and myself, because I can see myself on the screen. But He does, and it's odd because the amount of times that Romans 8:28, for example, has been proven to be true beyond a shadow of a doubt in my life. Like, I've had the most horrific like situations where I couldn't even see my sanity, let alone like God's, where is it, you know, that kind of vibe. But He was there, and it all worked for the good, because Troy, I love to, babes, but I feel a bit sicky. Anyhow, the point is that, like, that's the whole point of Jeremiah 29:11. That's the whole point of God knows the plans. Overthinking stuff with a brain that Paul says is basically mutinous, like you have to keep taking captive every thought that goes through, is exhausting. And if it's just to avoid, you know, making someone else like uncomfortable or hurt, if it's just to avoid feeling vulnerable or like a spaz, as I like to non-PC describe it, thinking doesn't. The reason the Bible well, not the reason, look at me, biblical authority over here. One of the good things about the distinction between the heart and the mind in the Bible is that it's clear because the heart was thought to be the seat of like thinking also, but you know, it gets differentiated out eventually, and it's beneficial because Satan can be whispering to you before you could, like, just takes one little crack, one little massive traumatic event, or a little teensy one, and because you haven't ever processed the feelings from before, you feel them all again. It's something I literally, I might as well share it with you. I cried this morning because I couldn't find my sunglasses, like full on. Just not the ones on my face either. I have lost them. I had some bereavements very recently, and just for the last, I don't know, year and a half, I guess, like an inordinate amount for my life anyway, above the average. And you think you've dealt with one, or you can't even begin to process one because the last one hasn't gone away, and then another one comes along, and then the tiniest loss, i.e., sunglasses, or like, you know, even you don't even it's not even always about people. You can grieve for opportunities that you won't ever have, if you know what I mean. Yeah, especially for delayed. Who the heck is calling me? Oh, I can't answer the phone when I'm streaming. What are they? No. Yo, no, I can't answer them. Oh, let me. I don't know if I can cancel it. Ah, not. Oh yeah. Sorry, love. Hope they just tune in and find out. Either way, where was I? Yeah, so it can tap into stuff. Thank you, Tracy, because I am just not all right. But like I'm not, you know. That's the thing. So it's all right to not be all right, but it's not all right to like leave a door open for insecurity. Is such a. I really feel like cursing a lot. It's not like music, but yeah, fear is. I mean, it's a proportion. Like you know, it's anxiety is just satanic. I don't really care who wants to argue. It is a fake. Like it's Satan's way of trying to mimic fear, and fear in a biblical sense is not necessarily terror or being afraid. It's sometimes it can be reverential, like fear of the Lord is wisdom, you know, and to depart then from evil is understanding. It's Job something something. Fear isn't in and of itself a bad thing because it can motivate you to get out of the way, like, you know, of an axe potentially that's aimed at your back or your heart or your, who knows, ankle, whatever. We don't need the axes. So yeah, I'm just waffling twaddle. I'm not. I know what I mean, but I can't quite. Maybe I'm going to make this stream private later. Like I wouldn't like someone who. That's the thing about being an ambassador for Jesus is it's like it's a fine line. What's happening going home? You alright? Yeah, it's a fine line. You don't want to, you know, you don't have to talk about all your stuffs, but if the thing for me is that the times that Romans 8:28 has been proven beyond doubt in the past, times that were like the darkest I've ever had, God brought his own glory out of it by making me able to help other people because I can empathize now and like know their pain as opposed to just intellectualize it away. So I don't know who needs this help, but I hope they're grateful. No, I'm joking. I know, Tracy. I know that's what's like more hurtful because I think. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna cry. I think. What's the point? Like, what is? No, that's wrong. It's difficult to see the point of trusting implicit, like trusting in Jesus. I'm not saying that for a second, but when you allow other people to have even a modicum of control over how you think, they may not know that, but once it's not like I don't mean, yeah, idolizing or idolatry is not the thing, but it's a very big responsibility to care for somebody else's feelings, and obviously mothers, going with the theme for the day, know that. Like on an intrinsic level, I feel that men and women, I'm not a hate speaker, there is such a thing, approach things somewhat differently in the middle of the demographic. Obviously outliers blow their nose and may deal with things differently. But I it's very difficult if you put somebody else's feelings above your own. Like you do it because it's the right thing to do, I guess. Like it's easier to console yourself than to hurt somebody and watch somebody you love be hurt. But if it's not reciprocal, it's like a very dangerous place to be, especially, people do. That's the thing. This is the thing, right? It's just formulating in my brain. It's very easy to manipulate someone if they have like a soft spot for you, or if, well, it's just easy to manipulate people, full stop. But in specific circumstances, it's like that's why those scam artists are what they choose, like vulnerable, lonely women and stuff like that, because it's much easier to blind somebody. Women, especially, I think, because of like I don't know, it's partly biological, partly psychological, partly societal. Tend to feel guilty for giving up or not being. Loyalty is a massive can be a really damaging trait or an ideal to try and live up to, because you can be ultimately loyal to somebody who's abusing you, like emotionally or physically. And I feel that can be capitalized upon by, I don't mean to, I'm not actually categorizing bad relationships as abuser and abused, because of course it can be codependent and both parties can be involved in the, because of the need, the other person, just gets in the way kind of thing, and you have to go through them or over them or around them. Where was I going with it? So you fall in love, let's put it that way, with everybody's got an archetype, men and women. Men, it kind of focuses somewhat on their mother, like an unattainable, like perfect version, like an archetypal woman. And you have to eventually look away from that archetype and look at the actual woman, human person. If you could do that successfully, like you limit the risk of projecting onto them unrealistic expectations, because it's very easy to expect a certain kind of behaviour or consideration whilst justifying not doing it yourself. You can easily become enamoured with a person who's no longer there, like they're physically there, but they're not. Everybody is like more well behaved, I guess, at the beginning of a friendship, etc., or trying to project their best self. And if it's vastly different from your true self because of fear or because of whatever, like it's not all Machiavellian, it doesn't mean it's planned, but the loyalty thing, women can stay with partners who are just not how they portray. We all do it. We can all portray ourselves in ways other than the way we are. I don't know where I'm going with it, really. Just thinking out loud, just pondering the snot. And what else? Oh, vulnerability. I love a bit, don't you? Oh, what? Oh, I could suffer this shiz every day. Fresh floor. Right. We're going to find JC. If he's here yet. Lol. I wish I'd have put my gloves. I thought, don't be so ridiculous. Gloves? It was 19 degrees yesterday. Yes, nippy. It's nippy and my hand is cold. And this coffee isn't doing me any favours because I haven't. Anyhow, she's moaning again. Right, let's have a butcher's. Look, it's not many. Just that, really. And then just empties behind me. But if I could see JC, he's not here yet. Sai is here. Alright, Unitarian, my life. I see Pavlov, Jay. I married a 3-year-old guy. It is chilly. No, JC. No, JC. Sorry, I can't see that comment. Oh, lovely. It's a blessing to have a mother. It's a blessing to have, as close to agape love as, It's lovely to be a mother as well. But it's not the same. You can pick. It's that feeling of, safety, hopefully, and, reliability and stuff. All right. Tracy, you've no idea. Toronto is just... It was the coldest thing I've ever felt. My hand's pretty cold at the moment, but lol. There wasn't a patch on that. Absolute. They're just showing off over there. That's my firm belief. Canadians are just as cold as the rest of us. I saw someone running around in sliders and board shorts. I was like, I don't know how those people procreate, quite frankly, because if you meet someone outside, you couldn't really tell under the 17 quick layers of clothing and the I Killed Kenny outfits. You don't know who's a man and a woman. I mean, not that that matters nowadays, but it should matter. Oh, I mean, men are all right, but you know, you can't live with them and you can't kill them. So, should we listen to Sai a minute? Hang on, let's do you that way, because I can't even be bothered to touch the camera to turn it around. Sorry, people. Oh, it's this guy. I married a 3-year-old. I've got pictures of Christian women on my phone. Knob. I feel it rising up in me. I don't feel like I should be here, really. Toronto, whatever you feel. He's just silly Billy. Bless Sai and his patience. Oh, isn't there a warm spot? Accidental warm spot in this place? No, is the answer. I could take you to a coffee shop. Oh, I could do that, couldn't I? And wait for JC. My brother, I need my little brother. I don't even really see any Christians, do I? Yeah, I see one. Fudge. Right, let me touch the thingy. Oh, sorry about the big giant coffee cup in your faces. And the fingers, obviously. Right. I just got to keep marching about because I feel like I'm going to fall asleep on my feet or just... What's happening, Charles? You right, love? Let me just point you over to... Absolutely shiz. I feel awful. Emotionally damaged. I am. You're the second person. It's almost like everyone knows. Charles, I can't do no panto today, babes. I might headbutt someone. Not you, but I can't. I feel like I've got to get away from that nonsense. Yeah, exactly. Right. There is JC. I might go and sit down with IC3. Yeah, let's do it. My coffee's cold. Nobody loves me. Oh, this pity party is really, really getting underway. Probably should get down off the cross. Other people need the wood in this weather. Nobody is over with IC3. He's by himself. That seems dramatic. Let's go and have a chat. Let's just do it. Oh, my nose is running off. Everything's... I should have slept. I should have thought... I was scared. It got to the morning and I was like... Just have 2 hours. Just have 2... And I thought, no, I'll wake up in the evening and feel really guilty for not coming down. Right. Oh... It's cold, peeps. I'm going to make a video. And maybe that's what I'll do. When I do get home, maybe I'll just have a quick sleep. And then I want to make a video about... Hi, Martin. I want to make a vid about Speakers Corner history. I have some footage. What's happening?
How you doing?
I'm sitting on your table. I'm sure that's bad luck. That means you'll never get married, my mum used to say.
Really?
She was right. So...
You're like a modern day nun. Then you dedicated yourself to Christ, yeah?
No. I just am attracted to retards and mental midgets.
Oh, you give them.
Yeah. Men with the emotional range of a teaspoon. I know. I don't think I do. I think I'm charming. No, I'm probably hard work because someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Can't all just bend over to this woke nonsense.
That's right.
But
right.
yeah.
So it should be interesting today.
Do you mind being on camera or you don't?
No, I don't mind.
Yep. Right, everybody. IC3.
Yeah, but I'm eating.
Oh, he's eating. So I'll turn the camera away for the sake of decency and British etiquette because it's not nice.
It's a bit chilly today.
A little bit. I was thinking. I thought. I only took my gloves out of my bag the other day from like December, whatever. I was just like, yeah, they're coming out because of the heat wave. Lol. Oh. But yeah.
Pavlov said that
sorry,
he wants to have a challenge, a Russian guy.
What kind of challenge? If you say MMA, I'm going to die.
No, it's a debate, and they want to host
Oh,
it
right.
here.
Oh, lovely.
So if the Russian
He is.
if the Russian
Pavlov's
team turn
here.
up, he's one who's telling me. So if the Russian team turn up, then we'll arrange things for them to have a special, you know.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Maybe I'll go home and watch it where I should be. Can everybody hear him, by the way? I can't be bothered to repeat all of that. Going home. No, Jay Smith is...
Live?
I am live at the minute. Jay Smith is in... No, he's not in Britain anymore. I mean, that's not to say... He did come over pretty recently. We all went out, about 50 of us, for food. That was lovely. Had to...
50? Wow.
The whole restaurant was just round. All of us. The grace was pretty loud.
Right.
In a place run by Muslims. Yeah.
Wow.
So, no, he's not here, my love. The person shouting, if you're... Wow. You've got some ear rolls. Is Sai. Is Dr. Banda, I think his proper name is. But Sai is what I call
Have you
him.
seen the introduction of a mirror at Speaker's Corner? Look.
What, so you can take a long, hard look at yourself.
Exactly.
I don't want to catch it. But that's why I got my shades on, because I look shocking inside and out, babes. It's all gone Pete Tong this morning. But no, I'm just too cold. And the coffee is like pretty weak now I mention it. I was going to get an extra strong, and then I was like, oh, steady on, love. I don't know why I do that. Oh, my nose is running.
Yeah.
I'm going to just start wailing. Just like a big kid. Oh, gosh. Right, I've got to keep moving. It's a joke.
Right.
I've got to go and get another coffee. Oh, mate. Anyway, listen, I'll keep an eyeball out for any Russians.
Right.
I don't know how I'll know. I'll keep my ears open. What shall we do, peeps? Shall we go and... I can't really show you that. On the floor, it's like a... It's all... There's some words carved out. I think I've got some pictures of them on my phone. They go all the way around, like in an arc on special slabs. Let's see a brief history of Speaker's Corner. Let me tell you what it says. Oh, right. Okay. I just fell in. Sorry, my brain is not braining. David. Okay, Speaker's Corner is found close to the notorious site of Tyburn Gallows. So gallows are a hangman's noose. A hangman's noose is like in the game Hangman. The thing where you publicly, at least at Tyburn, punish those sentenced to death in the UK. So those public hangings took place between 1196 and 1783. For anybody who is unfamiliar, that is 593 years. Legend has it the origins of Speaker's Corner lie in the tradition of allowing the condemned to make a speech from the scaffold. However, the right to speak in Hyde Park was formally recognised by the park authorities 80 years after the last hanging. She said, slurping in a bit of snot. Marches and protests have been convened or terminated in Hyde Park for a long time, often at Speaker's Corner itself. In 1855, Karl Marx, the German philosopher and economist, was moved to proclaim the English Revolution began yesterday in Hyde Park after witnessing demos against the unpopular Sunday trading bill. I mean, that finally came into effect. Is it really, Andrew? I don't know if I'm sorry to hear that or not. If you're outside Speaker's Corner, I'm live again now. As we know, it can be found today in 1866 when a meeting of the Reform League, a popular movement that demanded the extension of the franchise, was suppressed by the government. Finding the park locked, demonstrators tore up hundreds of yards of railings, like the metal fencing, to gain access, and 3 days of rioting followed. Wow, you can imagine. The next year, when a crowd of 150,000 defied another government ban and marched to Hyde Park, police and troops did not intervene. Spencer Walpole, who was the Home Secretary, resigned the very next day. The right to speak and meet freely in the park was formally acknowledged a few years later in the 1872, so 19th century Parks Regulation Act. And then, I may as well go on. I've started till finished. That's my actual theme tune in life, even when things are dodgy AF. Right, protest and debate. From 1906 to 14, the suffragettes held large and small meetings in Hyde Park as part of their campaign for votes for women. In the summer of 1906, they had a meeting every week near the Reformers' Tree. I'm just giving a brief history of Speaker's Corner, Express Pal. During the Women's Day of 21st of June 1908, 250,000, that's 250,000 women, marched to Hyde Park to hear 20 different speaking platforms. In 1913, the police banned the Women's Social and Political Union from meeting in the park, but the suffragettes cracked on with it like the legends they were. By the 30s, i.e. the 1930s, soapbox orators, meaning speakers, were to be found in marketplaces, street corners and parks across the country. So that's something that not many people know. We had many speakers' corners, speakers' strips, speakers' pavements, etc. Of the estimated 100 speaking places found weekly in London alone between 1855 and 1939, Speaker's Corner is the last to survive. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. I've got to do my nose in a minute, sorry. Even in wartime, Speaker's Corner prevailed. Although the famous freelance orator called Bonar, I ain't joking, Bonar, oh, imagine his childhood, Bonar, we're going to call him Thompson, complained that during the First World War it was impossible to speak about politics for fear of arrest. On the outbreak of the Second World War, which of course is 1939, even though it doesn't say so here, fiery social became a gathering place for refugees fleeing the Nazi advance through Europe. The speaker, Reverend Kendall, recalls meetings continuing throughout the Blitz, which was the indiscriminate bombing of potentially mostly the East End of London, in his memoirs. It was rather nerve-wracking at times. When the siren went, we left the platforms and with the members of our audience sheltered either in the Marble Arch Underground station or in the slit trenches. I'm so sorry. Resuming our platforms when the all clear was sounded. It is astonishing looking back to think of how speakers and crowds continued to throng the Marble Arch during those terrible days and nights. God bless these people who paved the way. There are some pictures, but I'm afraid... Oh, let me just turn the camera around. What a div. It's a very unflattering angle of myself also. So that is called the Idle Prentice being executed at Tyburn. So the actual name is the Idle Prentice executed at Tyburn. That's also a bigger version of that is in Marble Arch Station. This thing on the left here, or on the right of your screen, is a certificate issued by the Reform League to commemorate a demonstration held in 1867. And these two pictures, this one, suffragettes marching to Hyde Park. Their signs say, oh God, different names. And this is Speaker's Corner during the Second World War, allegedly. Their clothes look very modern, to be honest. But then again, no, I see some styles that, yeah. Okay, so that's you lot. Right, I'm going to walk back in, unless someone's seen JC behind me walking in. They're playing it. They play this Islamic polemics against Christianity really loud, and it's really boring, and it's really the same shiz every week. No, David, I didn't. That shows you when protest is really under, really disallowed. Oh, that's bizarre, right? Being arrested for holding a piece of paper. Yep. Yeah, it's all politics is rigged. They wouldn't, if voting really truly. Hi, Sam. I got to just do it on I don't care. I just don't care because of the aforementioned lack of sleep and emotional trauma. But yeah, if voting actually had the power to change much, you'll never be educated to a standard high enough to overthrow the people who are setting the agenda for your education. If you look to the hi, I can't read your name. I'm so sorry. Dvarcha Lihu. I'm so sorry that I just butchered that and just read it with an English brain. Sorry. Dvarcha, maybe. Dvarcha? I don't know, my love. But, hello, you. Right, I'm just not feeling the vibe. One bit. let's see. I married a 3-year-old. He's over there. I'm staying away from him. I can't remember his name. I see Sam Dawa. Let me show you what I see. I can't remember his name. The guy in the black. He's very like I've watched some of his debates like a long while ago. Very what's the word? Can't think. Slippery is a good word, but like philosophical, I guess. Or like a bit like how Mo Hijab does the big loads of words, just bombards you with like. If you actually break down the words that he's saying, it doesn't often mean much, or what it sounds like. Anyway, this is all that's here, and JC is, I don't know, Shabir Ali. Well done, Angie. Thank you so much, my love. That's a blessing. Right, where is my JC? No, it's not here. And what time? I wonder what time it is. Let's see, Sai, a minute.
What was Moses' sister called? What was the name of Moses' sister?
Miriam!
She was a prophetess, you silly boy.
Oh, Shabir Yusuf, you're so right. Sorry, my brain isn't working.
The mother of Jesus never got a prophetess. Get your facts right. You're a liar as well. I didn't realize that. Be careful, your lies.
Yes, Unitarian, I've seen.
Watch
Yeah, I've seen him like
you
mainly
idiot.
targeting, I
Where
guess,
are the
like
women's
passes
names?
through, as it
Mary?
were.
What about Eve, the mother of everybody? Where's her name in the Quran? Hawa. Where's Hawa, Eve, in the Quran?
Everybody, can you hear him? Where's he?
Where's her name?
Yes, Andrew. He's a translator. He translated a version, like a whole Bible.
I don't have a religion.
He's funny. This guy, this
I
heckler.
don't have a religion. Sorry to disappoint you. You swear?
No way, Unitarian, you're joking. No, everybody's got one on. Have you spotted who's... All right, Sunny Sparkles, I don't know whether you're chowing me hello or chowing goodbye.
If you die tonight, where you going to be, heaven or hell? Hell.
All right, Unitarian, rub it in, love. Yesterday it was very warm. Well, not very warm for March. But today it is taters, as we like to call it.
Above, you're from down there.
Sit down there.
I trust him. I don't trust you. Don't trust me. Man who failed you, Jesus won't. So where are the women?
Should we all go for a coffee and wait for JC somewhere civilised? Like, I don't know. I don't want to go without seeing him because I love that little South American. Oh, Unitarian. Well, I mean, you got to have something going on up there, ain't you, loves? I don't begrudge it. I just feel jealous. I could be indoors. I could be asleep. I could be somewhere that I'm not risking getting angry. Right, I think we go for coffee. Is anyone seriously, does anyone mind if I just take you hostage and take you to a coffee shop? Speak now or forever hold your pieces of chocolate. That's what I could do with a sandwich. Oh, now you're talking, Kay.
Is the first woman.
Thank you, going home. I do love an answer that is the question I'm asking, because the delay, I always have a word. Please do me a favour against park regulations, obviously, but let's all not worry about rules. The very idea. Right, I see another Christian walking in, so that's a blessing. So I'm on my way out for the coffee. Oh, it's too cold, officially. Oh, sorry, I'm going to keep it. Wow, look at this face though. How's the coffee in London? Coffee in Canada, they do French vanilla coffee, and I was ever so slightly hooked, as it were. But here they just, what? No, you can get vanilla, like squeezy syrup stuff to put in your coffee, but you make, whoa, that is a big giant bumblebee slash, just walking to people as well. Fudge, I ain't chancing it. I ain't chancing it. Because they love me. Insects just love me. My house turns into Jumanji in the summer. And anyone who used to be with me on Discord, right on them. Moths like baby sparrows. And spiders with like face masks and knives and that bit's a fib. Right, I'm going to take you. I wonder if there's a signal in that other coffee shop. We're going to find out, everybody. Because I can't be. Oh, should we just go pub? I can't. I could go. Oh, we could go pub. Hear me out, everybody. Because I've had 0 sleep. We could go pub. That's all I got. That's my plan. And then I got my other phone. I could call JC. I could call JC now. Why am I talking myself out of it? I'm walking to my feet know what to do. They're walking this way. Yeah, because I could drink coffee and be warm and feel and eat chocolate and pretend it's a cuddle. Yep, that's what we're doing. I think so. Thank you, Sonny. Sonny, a person after my own heart, mate. Hang on a minute. What's Andrew saying? I didn't. You're. Oh, mate. I didn't read the mantis part of that praying mantis. I was like, your prayers are going to hatch. What are we talking about? Oh, nice. Doesn't the female, am I wrong in saying that after praying mantises have sex, consensual, I guess, the female begins to eat the male, I think maybe, but like just as he's coming around to completing this loving act between a mummy and a daddy, don't they just eat them? Is it sort of like a dude turning into a pizza mid lovemaking, as it were? I knew I liked praying mantis. Oh, what you'll do? That's shocking. I thought it was like some, I don't know, like some benefit, not to the dude, obviously, but never mind. But yeah, I thought it was like, I don't know, nourishment for the babies that she's gonna, I don't know exactly, Marianne. I feel like they should all turn into a pizza, essentially. But it'd be soggy half the time. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm just looking at the car, like as if it's not driving towards me. That's how tired I am. That is why we are going to the pub, everybody. I don't even care about the music. I'm just taking you with me because I really couldn't give two things apart from my time and my love, which are the most valuable things I have. Oh, right. Let us pray. I should have gone to church this morning, but I was scared. Not scared, like I don't mean like that. I mean, I didn't because of the clocks going forward, and because I had a celebration yesterday. I may have had a glass or 3 of wine during the daytime, and then I may or may not. I can't confirm the rumour. Had a few more because they were such a big time frame. You know, the trauma just like evaporates alcohol out your system. What a knock! If you're from London, you know what I mean. What a bump. Hang on a minute. I forgot how to speak properly. What a regrettable state of affairs, where one ends up feeling slightly cheated. Or what a bump. Right. Oh, we're nearly there. My hand is numb. My hand is numb. Yes, and when we get there, I will call. I was at Express Pearl. Sorry, I can't see through my own glasses. It was a horrific, like, it was a not a, yeah, I did it. I can't, yeah, exactly. That's my answer. No, it was a brilliant day. Lovely day. I saw my nanny. Absolutely amazing woman. Like I wish she knew what YouTube was, so that I could like introduce you all. But she's not ready for that. She never will. And that is potentially a contributory factor in why I beat myself up so much, like over some little emotional damage, because I think she's never stopped loving, like, who she was, you know, the people in her life who were sent to her, as it were, for her to love. She never, like, she's had, I think I've had some hard times, but I don't know that you'd fully believe me. Like, she's just the most amazingly strong, faithful, loving, generous, kind-hearted, fiercely loyal woman I've ever met in my life. And I couldn't even hope to be like a slim percentage, like of who she is or how she, you know, it's just amazeballs. But she's getting on. Troy, you are a little lovey. I hope that doesn't put you out, as it were. Thank you very much, of course. But right, come on then, let's go, people. Ooh, look at me taking you into a dark and dingy thingy. What time is it? Do I look like I've been crying? Yeah, I do, don't I? Right. Oh, my hands are just like burning now. It's pointing at me. Right, Andrew. I'm wondering what the time is in England. It's 1:30 on a Sunday. And JC hasn't turned up for his 12:30 stint. Sorry, this gentleman, I'm just talking to somebody, or some people. Is it too early? That's the age-old question. Will it just reactivate yesterday's, or will it make my brain feel less brainy? Not brainy, intellectual. My hands are frozen and burning.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, someone's just sitting on my table now.
I can't go downstairs with you. This is the thing. I'm going to have to just make someone feel so uncomfortable that they get up and move.
I might have to move.
I'm having a drink. I don't care if I wake up or not. The coffee will wake me up, and then I'll just rehydrate my dehydrated brain because of the effects of alcohol intake. Do you know? Brain that tugs on the inside of your skull, like when you get that really banging head. I haven't really got a hangover because I haven't slept, so let me order this drink. No, they're just pretending I'm not getting out, but they are busy. No, just one of them of the four. Sonny, you got away with words, babe. Can I order? Can I get, it's pointing this way, by the way. Can I get an Archer's and a slimline tonic, please? Thank you very much. And could I get some ice in it as well? And lemon. Could I get someone to drink it for me? Ben, Andrew. Okay, Ben is like more single, please, just like me. Ben is more available than he was previously, so I didn't ever watch that video that he made. No, slimline tonic, please, my love. Oh no, and some lemon, like just as in a real piece. Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, okay, thank you. So anyway, where was I? I was Ben. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I didn't watch the video that he made about reasons for whatever it was, because I thought I'd just speak to him. And at that time, he didn't really want to like come back, etc. But we came in together to Speaker's Corner about, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, and at that time he's like I feel like, I can't be sure, but he said either every couple of months or, you know, an appreciable amount of time he would come along. So it's nice to see him and catch up and stuff. I do talk to him anyway, but not as frequently as I would love, because A, university, B, my time is really precious. Not that Ben isn't, but like I tend to focus it all in one broad direction, which I probably should. But there you go. It's Jesus or nothing. Right, thank you very much. Right, now why did I pour some of it out? Yeah, Ben, I'm calling you Ben, Andrew, I'm so sorry. I need to blow my nose. Stat pronto. Yeah, he's. There's no harm in him. He's lovely. It's just awful when I don't know if there was ill feeling, because like I said, I didn't watch the video. But wait. Why didn't someone go away? I'm gonna just stand propping up the bar like a proper old school wanderer. Right, let's cut to the chase, peeps. Cheers to your good health. God bless all mothers. Anyone who doesn't have their mother, I'm like very sorry to hear that. You know, it's a nice tradition, I guess. So, where were we? It's odd being in here on my own without the chaps, but I can just do the daytime as well. The music is not usually like this. Right, talk to me, ask me a question, do something, because people think I'm filming the meeting, which is bizarre. Everyone always assumes I'm pointing the camera at them. I mean, are they not paying attention? I'm joking. I've got to put my shades on indoors because I look shocking. Right, absolutely shocko. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Andrew. Yeah, I am actually. I mean, God decides these things, but it still doesn't mean it's not, you know. Let's go sit outside because now I'm looking at burgers and chips, just by the way. And, sorry, I don't know. Ha ha! Where, I found out where you sneak off to. Are you going downstairs?
Yeah, but
No, I can't go down because I don't have any signal. But, well, I'm out here if you need a chin wag. All right, lovey. No, for Hana. This is like a very short distance away. I've had rather a traumatic past few hours, and JC isn't there yet, and I feel like potentially I'm not in the best headspace. JC is SOCO Films, you know? Answer! That guy. He's called JC, and he's one of the loveliest, kindest men that I know. Going home, they've been. My child is not a little version. It's not the little model. I have the larger model now. So, yeah. Yep, my child has been to Speaker's Corner. Not that impressed. I don't know. I don't want to speak on their behalf, but they've got me as a mum, so they've already like stood at many a Dawa store in the rain sometimes, like unnecessarily from their perspective. But I didn't realise how much filters through even at a young age, and then obviously growing up hearing the polemics and stuff. But yeah, it's not for everyone. I mean, other family members of mine have been. They don't obviously like show out to me. I just, I felt that it was best to tell them, just act like you don't know me, maybe, because so that's what I'm going to do. But I wouldn't want anyone being threatened because of like association with me. And my nose again is just so boring. So boring. 2 years worth of this shiz, everybody. Just in case you're wondering about a non-allergenic rhinitis type situation. It's unreal. Nothing to be allergic to. Well, I do have allergies, but not with nasal symptoms. But yeah. So, upcoming, I'm going to speak with, I think, AP next week. I'm pretty sure next week. It takes us a while to get our shiz together, as it were, but we're at next week so far. And then I feel like I've given a suggestion. I have. So it's whether or not he's free that day. Yes, anonymous man is. Oh gosh, I've just remembered somebody was coming. They were asking me about parking. And they were going to come to speakers. Oh, okay. What do if I just check my phone? Huh? Oh no, it's the wrong phone. No, it isn't. I can get Skype. Right. Was it Discord? It was Skype. Sorry, I'm just having a panic attack. I'm using my real life phone for... Okay, let's do this. Let's pretend we've got a brain cell. Just the one huddling for warmth in the corner, all alone. Lonely. I miss to look. Right, anyway. Shiz. It wasn't on Skype. Yes, it was. Haha. Okay. Well, they've read my message, but they... Okay. I'm just going to quickly... I'm at the pub by the way called... I won't tell everybody. Okay. Like as if I don't know the name. I don't know why I looked up. That was for effect. Nearby. That's you done, love. Right. Oh, JC, I was going to message, but my WhatsApp's not connected to the shiz. Okay, I can't message JC. Fudge, sickles, and other sweet stuff. Oh, this nose. I'm going to have to blow my nose, and it's just such a distressing... I mean, I don't mind suffering for Jesus, but suffering for not wanting to blow your nose is another matter. I didn't get to see it, Christopher. AP and David's response to him and Farouk's stabbing. I saw AP's like standalone. I felt, yeah, I don't know. Afternoon, she wrote, hi. I could have. It's ridiculous. It was on at like midnight UK time, and I was thinking, oh, it's a bit late. I've got to get up for park tomorrow. Hello. And then my life just all started like getting ridiculous. And then I didn't sleep at all, so I could have used my time in a less hurtful manner. What are my thoughts on what, Fahana? Sorry, I didn't get the end of the my thoughts on the... Yeah. So I'm reading your comments. IG refuting this one, I think it is your name. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I think it was correctly pointed out by, was it Sam? That if it's being argued that this somehow means like Islam is true kind of thing, because people only attack the truth, and you know, that kind of reasoning, that means that Christianity is actually true because of Hindu. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't only decry, you know, or morph into a narrative that's not true, if you don't want it done to the converse, if there's multiple instances of people being attacked for speaking or for just having opinions. And I don't really know enough about the guy who did, well, either of them, but I don't really, I didn't see the footage of it, or I didn't watch David and AP's stuff, so I don't know enough to really comment, apart from it's a bit pathetic that we can't just have a little chit chat without people getting chived or punched or physically attacked, or even like, that's the onus in British law, at least, is if you don't like what's being said, the onus is on you to move away if you feel that you're going to be violent. Obviously by that time it's pretty difficult to do so sometimes. Anywho, what do you want me to do? Right, I've got to finish this drink anyway. Be rude not to. Cigarette, a thingamajig. People walking about with like shirt sleeves, man, t-shirt. Wow, it's bravery or stupidity. Oh, it's too cold. Right, let me see. What's this comment? The man who stabbed. Oh, do me a favour. Yeah, I know. Yeah, everyone's a Christian. Nonsense. Twad. Take my word for it. Not a good look. Not a good look for Jesus, really. I'm not saying that Christians aren't violent or can't be violent, but it's not because of their Christianity. That's the thing to recall. Like, they're not following scripture, you know. Whereas you can argue that people who are violent in other religions, if their sacred scripture has like instructions to subjugate or violence or, you know, smiting and all that, then you can say, yo, that's a direct result of believing that old shiz. If you choose to put it like that, you could dress it up a bit, obviously. I know, Andrew. It's news to my dad because he's an atheist. But I mean, the consensus can't be wrong, surely. What you mean? Numbers don't affect reality? What you mean? Just because everyone believes a lie, it's still a lie? No way. No way. Troy. The mind boggles. The thing for me is, like, the other week when that guy sexually harassed me in the park, I must admit my instinct was to, like, assess the situation myself initially because I didn't know what he was, like, what it was leading up to, and I kind of just minimised it. Afterwards, I was a bit disappointed in myself because it was not, like, you know, because I'm tough enough. I don't know how to describe it, because it didn't adversely affect me other than, like, irritation and a desire to, like, potentially punch someone in the face and not do it. I felt like I should have still got his face on camera and reported it, because I thought to myself, oh my gosh, if that was my mum sitting there, like, she would have had a totally different reaction, because contrary to popular belief, women do not all react in the same way to the same things. It's almost as if we're individuals. I feel like I'm going all Arthur Bryan now. I built for speed. I do have sometimes my mouth just takes over. But God has somehow directed me, like the time that I did the first aid, or the emergency aid for her too, like that's the only real time I've been there close up and personal. Other times I literally nip to, not even the pub, because I don't slip out to the pub. Thank you, David. I'm not going to cry though. That was... Mate, I need to sleep. But yeah, the point is that, where was I? I don't even know. Gosh, it's just gone right out of my brain. I just feel... I'll be quite pleasantly pleased when today is out of the way, and because this is the thing, I wake up happy now, usually. I didn't wake up happy for a long time. Thank you, actually. Oh, bless you. I've got knuckles at home. I just don't bring them. But yeah, so I used to wake up regretting the fact that I just had woken up, kind of thing, for a long time, and then God blessed me with like a Groundhog Day style gratitude and joy every morning, like regardless of what happens in the night time, which is, don't know why I was a bit scared to go to sleep. I should have, but I just kept visualizing waking up feeling like, oh, freshly traumatized, and it was getting late, so I just thought, oh, stay awake because I'm tough. And that old stuff that I tell myself to avoid vulnerability. Doesn't work, by the way. Anyhow, let's have another drink because I'm making as much sense as even Farouk potentially. No, that's the thing, going home. It's like the thumbnails of certain channels, Star Wars channels. They'll potentially just speak to a random passerby who may or may not belong to a certain demographic of people, i.e. racially, and then all of a sudden the thumbnail's got like Christian preacher admits, and you're like, who are they? Like that. I don't mean to denigrate them, I just mean they're just passing through. Sometimes they're not even Christian. That's the other thing. There is like an element of precautionary, you know. Yeah. I mean, trust in the Lord, but lock your car door kind of thing. Like, you know, God helps those who help themselves. I don't think that's the Bible. Let's see that other comment there. Yeah, it's not hay fever, it's non-allergenic in nature. So my nose is acting as if I have an allergen, like a hay fever or pollen allergy. I don't have that, but my nose has decided that this is the case, and defying all attempts to reason with it is just very protective of my sinuses, which is nice to be known. It's lovely to be loved, etc. But snot is so boring, you don't understand. It's like literally that kind of shiz. No, anonymous man, non-allergenic, like a rind, like a just like hay fever. I mean, without the eyeball business and sneezing, but my son's sneezing. It's just, but when I went to Canada, it went because I think the cold just froze the veins in my nose. Because when you like have a congested nose, is I mean, the places where the mucuses are there, not the sunglasses, like either side and here. So the feeling of having a blocked nose is actually the veins at the top of your nose are like enlarged, like a swollen. So cold obviously makes things contract, get smaller. So I feel like that potentially really helped. David Gate. That's funny. That is funny. Oh, what am I going to do with my life, everybody? Apart from obviously carry on doing all the good stuff, but change is such a, even when it's something changing that hasn't, my gosh, I can't English, I'm so tired. Just the loss of a potentiality can be heartbreaking. Like the opportunity to do something, or you know, especially if you feel like God. It's very difficult if God, you know, impresses upon you a course of action maybe, or a decision, or like I don't know, like a state of affairs, and then that involve other human beings with free will. That can be tricky because obviously you can't really question what God's telling you unless you question your ability to hear it. Marion is saying just for public informational purposes, there's no footage. So that's funny. I will do, Troy. Thank you. I haven't gotten around to that. I've gotten around to fixed food rather. Honey is good. Yeah, I have. I don't know why I don't build for space. I just kind of become resigned to the fact. It does say pick up your cross and follow me, not pick up your tissues. And I don't know why I'm suffering for fun. It's not fun, to be fair. But English people do love a moan, obviously. But this is getting ridiculous.
You didn't see Leslie, did you?
Yeah, Sunny Sparkles. It is funny. Oh my gosh, there's so many humans all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. I don't like it. Okay, that's how I'm feeling at the moment. A little bit antisocial, not you lot, obviously. I feel like I'm here for my own safety. I've put myself in a safety program in case I headbutt Modine. That's a lot of people piling into a pub that's already quite busy. Or is there a convention? Where are they all coming from? There's loads of them everywhere. I've got the camera pointed the wrong way, trust me.
Is it just caution?
Coming 2 by 2 and everything. Right. I don't know what's going. Sometimes the day just gets away from you. Reality just tends to twang a little harder than usual. I want a cuddle. That's what I want. I'm not going to just randomly get one. But that kind of warm feeling of safety and warmth. Basically, I'm going to be cold. I think I did, David. Do you mean the very recent one? Of it's the same guy, I reckon. He was in a mask, a black dude, who was sounded a bit Israelite, but I didn't really pay attention. Cafe FM, I wish it was. I'm really happy that you're having a great morning. That's lovely. That's lovely. Oh, I've frozen, mate. Right, the last of the tribe. They're just going through the door now. That was just a stream of humans. Sorry. I mean, obviously, commanded to love and all that, but steady on. Slow. That's how I know I'm tired. I got a pain in my heart, like a real, dramatic, what's the word, psychosomatic manifestation of my emotional trauma. How'd you like that one? Or it could be that I smoked too much. Yes. Maybe it's the strength of this vape because I'm not used to it. Yeah, Bloodfire is a little dull, as in, he's a nice dude. I mean, everyone's got a side to them that I guess, I've got a temper, but I've just years of being inured to human nature and just used to it, I guess. But I do every now and again, and now it's even more difficult. Now I've got Jesus. It's very disappointing. Like by the time I come down from the adrenaline and the like blood pumping in my ears, I feel like, why did I allow that to go on? But once I'm angry, I can't. I can say that most hurtful thing is really bad. But the blessing in it is that I get over it very quickly in comparison to years ago. Sometimes it can take months, years of not speaking to someone. Now it's like half an hour. Andrew, no. And sorry about this, the nose. No, and I heard something that I hope isn't true last week. Nothing like, well, yeah, I feel like if it was well informed, then maybe he's having a little bit of an internal struggle going on. So I prayed for him and stuff. Should just ring him, really. What did? It's amazing, isn't it? You get sucked into your own. I don't have any problems. I just have solutions that haven't happened yet. Oh my gosh, I've turned into like one of those Chinese cracker writers. Oh, sorry, I got pain. Sleep is a real thing, people. Sleep deprivation is also ill-advised if you have to have like any of your brain cells functioning. David Kane, I don't usually, but it's Mother's Day and yeah, I was given a solid nudge in the take this vote kind of equals. But yeah, I have done before, but I always lose the charger. I mean, it's a guaranteed fact. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Going to be so healthy. Ish. And then, could I find the charger? Could I? Yeah, because like, as they say up north, you could. I know, Sunny Sparkles. I would get to 5, bro. What with the addition of the trauma that I put myself through. I felt very detached, like before that coffee, that I felt very discombobulated, disconnected to, like I was sitting on the train, I was thinking through the symptoms of shock. Like it's so dramatic. A little bit of heartache and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in shock. You know what I mean? But it was just the tiredness and the feeling of not being connected to humans. No, anonymous man. I had my celebration yesterday. I went to see my grandmother, my mother, my daughter, my brother was there, my nieces and stuff. It was lovely. It was really nice. And then I got home and life carried on. But Romans 8:28, God will bring goodness out of even the most ridiculous emotional BS. It's fact. I can't pick and choose when I have faith in God's promises. Where would we all be? Running our own ship. Can't have that, mate. Jesus has to be doing the sailing. I was going to say driving. See you later, Daffyd. I feel like potentially I'm going to go shortly as well because I can't even call JC. He may be at the park. If he is, I got another battery, like another phone with battery. But yeah, maybe I'd do that. Maybe I know I should have. I took some photographs, but I'm an idiot, Andrew. I'm an idiot who's preoccupied with things that are ultimately going to get sorted out by, it's up to God, like how I spend my time really, or what I focus on. If I can listen if I can discern between my own wishes and, the proper ones. There's so many people in this pub, let me find out. And then I'll maybe just end the stream, phone JC. I think he's just gone to his mum's, to be honest. He said he was coming. I think I see a table. I do. Now I just don't have enough. Yeah, I don't, that's it. Thank you. Do you want to speak? chair. Because I can't fit it in behind you. I'll just, yeah, thank you. Thank you, my love. Right, 2 seconds. Oh, she's, oh, I'm just going to die of death. Oh, sorry. Ow, my heart. Everything's hurting. Right, let's forget about that crap. A little bit. Right, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm going to have to talk a bit louder and have these chaps looking at me a bit odd. And I would take the sunglasses off because only hillocks wear sunglasses indoors. But look what we're dealing with. It's not pretty. So, talk to me, people, please. Oh, sorry, I just got pain. Oh, I really should have slept. What a lunatic. What a decision that was. I really detest drama. It's an odd thing for a person who comes speaking to corner. Sod it, I'm so sorry about my face. I'm really apologetic. Yeah, I know, Bill, I felt like... I cried this morning, Bill, because I couldn't find the pair of sunglasses. Like, that's the day I'm having, babes. So I felt like maybe I might get arrested for headbutting Mo or something. And JC wasn't there, and nobody was there, and nobody loves me, and everything's shizzle. So there was that as well. Plus, I conned myself into thinking I was going to come to the pub and have a coffee. You like that one, didn't it, Bill? Didn't happen, babes. So, talk to me, because if I stop talking, I start thinking, and we can't have that. Disgusting. Yeah, someone. Oh, anonymous, man. I'm only fishing for reassurance. That's a charming trait of feeling unsure and stuff. It is. It always. Sunny Sparkles. There's no arguing with that logic, mate. It is what it is. It's very rarely not what it is, but sometimes it doesn't feel. But what I would like to do is talk about stuff, so that I don't have to think about stuff. If that's all right. So if anybody has some topic of convo, Phil, Bob, it's Mother's Day. It's Mothering Sunday in England, but I got to see, like, my mum, my grandmum, as it were, and my daughter yesterday. Had a really lovely beginning of the day, and then I killed it, just stone dead. So yeah, and I didn't sleep, and then I carried on drinking. Then the clocks went forward. So obviously, all of a sudden, it was an hour later than it should have been. And then it was morning, and then I was like, oh no, I can't not go to Speaker's Corner. So here I am in the pub. Help me, Jesus, please. Okay. I literally forgotten. I can't be bothered to scroll up. Isn't that awful? Thank you, going home. An actual questione. Bill, going home. I am coming to Bill. I just got the one. One is plenty. Yeah, she gave me some lovely gifts, and she wrote some really, like, I think I'm gonna cry. She wrote me a lovely card and stuff, and like handmade. So yeah, and yeah. And it's odd because it was similar in delivery as what I wrote in my nan's card. It was like, love that woman. Anyhow, the question: do I think the Pope is not feeling right? You know that I don't feel right. I will. Do you think the Pope is holy in inverted commas, or from God, or whatever? whatever. Sorry, I'm not mocking you, going no. No, in a nutshell, I'm a Protestant. So the Westminster Confession, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying any personal feelings on this, but the Westminster Confession says that names the Pope as the Antichrist. A bit dramatic, really. Doesn't really call to mind church unity and stuff, but it's what it is. Just kicking that aside for a hot minute. So, I mean, I don't say that. I don't know about. I don't mean unholy or anything like that. I just the former popes. I mean, if you're a sinner like me, I bet you are. I know it is. I'm going to go outside going home. Troy, I might do. Yeah, some of them have like the most horrific stuff has gone down in their papacy and in their private life, because I know about it, so it's not that private. And I do mean like the most detestable things. So they're all detestable. Let me just get out of this glass house a minute with my rocks. But I'm not running Christianity or whatever branch Christianity, so they're held to a higher account, as I am. But I mean, there's gradations of responsibility. You know what I mean? Not that I would ever try and guide you all into anything that wasn't good for you, because I like you people. Don't tell anyone. They'll all want you. Anyhow, still can't breathe. Still can't think properly. Still feel like I needed a hug. Anonymous man. Yeah, no, okay, no, I'm not having a go at Catholics. I mean, you'd know about it if I was like JC's Catholic. Like, no, I haven't a problem with Catholics. I don't have as much of a problem with Catholicism, say, than I do as like Islam. Like, it's not like that. I believe that Catholics are saved if they do what they've got to do and basically hide from the Pope. No, I'm joking. But yeah, this one, I mean, even my good friends who are Catholics, some of them, I won't name names, are going a bit sedevacantisty. They don't recognise his legitimacy and stuff. So yeah. Anonymous man, I'm not sure. Where's the menu? There is a menu here, but no, I wouldn't have thought so. It's they do like chicken. We usually have chicken wings. Yeah, going home. I do believe that if you believe in your heart that God raised Christ from the dead and confess with your mouth, yes, I am fresh and flawed, in many more ways than one. Yeah, if you believe and confess with your mouth that Christ is Lord, you will be saved. Like, it's not, it's not about denominationalism, but it is about retaining a correct Jesus, like, for sure. Not allowing, I don't know, just go to the Bible. I don't know how, like, it sounds obvious for Protestants, but I've heard a good friend of mine, Catholic, said to me, what does that mean? It's not in the Bible. So what? Like, and I was just like, it's like, there's a different hierarchy of importance. So yeah, there's that. Any more questions, comments? Every time I stop talking, my brain starts up like a little traitorous organ. But it is. I think anyone who believes and confesses is saved, as the Bible says. I wouldn't want to. The Bible says don't ask who is saved and who is not. That's like a theoretical. If you do this, you will be saved. But obviously, there's other conditions, like, yeah, there are conditions of your heart, certainly, not your actions. That's just nonsense now. Like, the more I think, like, the intention of your heart is what Yahweh alone sees. I mean, other people see it through your behaviours, but maybe they're interpreting you wrong. Like, or maybe they're right and you have how God sees things is the bottom line. It's where the buck stops. It's not what we think of each other in different denominations or even in life. So yeah, that's that. Let me read instead of dwelling like a morbid harpy on depressing stuff. It's an interesting observation question for all. Yeah. Thank you, Andrew. What a relief. I wish someone would have told me that ages ago. It's difficult to say things when you're not saying things. I'm a pretty forthright person. Trouble because I feel like a coward if I don't say things. And sometimes they're unnecessary, or they're just ultimately to make me feel differently to the way I do, I guess. I don't know if that's true, Mohammed Hampton, at all. There's 1.2 billion Catholics. So no, Catholicism, Roman Catholicism makes up statistically the biggest portion of Christianity, if that makes sense. But then there are many little sections. But yeah, I don't think the Orthodox Church has as many adherents as the Roman Catholic. But they do have pretty similar beliefs from the viewpoint of a Protestant. Oh, life in general. What a little trip this is. Oh, Sonny, they must know something. Yeah, that's it, Anonymous man. That's what you need. If the Holy Spirit said that through Paul is like, well, he's not an idol. That's a silly thing to say, but yeah, Paul is like such a blessing for me. Like such a blessing. I'm getting fishy floors, don't worry, lovey. Oh, Bill, I'm sorry to keep you up, babes. Get your sleep, trust me, says the woman who ain't slept for like 36 hours. I do have a little, sorry, I just came over all emotional BSing. I can't breathe either. Bob, yeah, we keep arranging it, and we're both like pretty busy, I guess, and differing schedules. Shut your mouth. No way. I can't see what kind of drinks people have got. That's a silly thing, but I've no idea. If, then come on, Dad, as it were. That would be nice. I don't do it on purpose. I'm one of those, like I feel like I'm strong in my faith, and my personality can be quite like overpowering for the uninitiated, or those that I don't really care about, and try and modify myself to, help them be happy and stuff around me. But emotional vulnerabilities and stuff is not my. It is, like I said, academically it's stuff I know quite a bit about, but when it's me, I'm rubbish at it. And I tend not to sleep or not to eat is the other manifestation of, So yeah, I do mention sleep a lot because sleep is necessary. You can get by on very little, but the waking up happy is the kicker, Sunny Sparkles, that's it. Arguing over the small things when millions are marching straight to hell, like on the coattails of some pretty sketchy characters. It's something that's troubled me before. I've had quite forceful visions of like a scenario. I just read the first sentence, and my innate inability to take compliments has just taken over my life. Because if you accept compliments, it makes it. I could go to the psychology. Thank you very much anyway for being nice, everybody. I do appreciate it. I was saying it to somebody last night, sometimes I know that I'm not, not now, but sometimes I have that sounded good, whatever I was just talking about. I wonder what I was saying. I don't mean like speaking in tongues, I just mean I get like inspired to say stuff. And I can tell when I look back on videos, I can tell when it's happening, but at the time it's not till I get to the end and take a breath and I'm like, oh. Like, but I don't know. It's difficult to be inspired all the time. Like I couldn't pretend to be anything less than vulnerable, I guess, when I really am, but I don't like that shit, in a nutshell. I never have liked it. I've spent a lot of my life trying to put defences in place, and then Jesus came and I was like, oh, better try and like hurt, stop vastly overreacting to niceness in a negative fashion. I know, Jessica, thank you. I can't forget my blessings, but they're different blessings to the ones I thought I had yesterday. So, oh mate, it's so boring. So boring having feelings. Who needs? Oh yeah, everybody. I fully can't breathe because of... Right. Anyway, let's talk shit together. Or stuff. Because I don't just... I'm sorry, I shouldn't even be putting you all through this, but I just don't really particularly want to sit by myself. I want to go home, but I want... Anyway, let's... Sunny Sparkles, where do you get your info, babe? Did you just delete that comment? No. Christianity is 9 commandments, I can't breathe, plus New Testament. Every Christian follows that. That's a good wheeze, babe. Where'd you get that from? Mohammed's 50-50 what, my love? I can't play no music whatsoever. It's the... They usually do. At the time when JC and I normally come, they're playing like some decent sort of ska and that. But yeah, not at the moment. Oh, Sonny, you are funny, kids. I like laughing. That's the other thing. That's the thing that I miss. Like I have missed in the past when I've been depressed. You're right. Oh my God. Yeah, I like laughing. I don't like it when I feel like when I could... I can't even English. Sorry. Like when you could be forgiven, like when you feel like how I felt this morning when I was coming in on the train. I felt like I'd been hit by a bus or something, like it just detached and like shocked, like traumatized. And I was looking around the train for any sign of, not affection for me, but just like something nice, like if you see a kid sometimes, it makes you feel happy. Caught my brain thinking like, this is what it is to have no laughter. Like it could, like if laughter just vanished from the world, this is how I would feel, and this is how life would be, just all the time, just feeling like this. And then I got over myself, but to sharpish, because that's quite dramatic even for me. But it's because I haven't had any sleep. No, very few cuddles. I should have gave my Nana a big hug, but she's all like frail. I didn't want to break her, if you know what I mean. Are you apologising to me, Sonny? Don't apologise for being weird. Weird is my favourite thing about people, mostly. Some very special weirdos in my life. Let's read that question. If a man approaches you at Speaker's Corner with an American accent and invites you to coffee, he will probably be me. Christopher, that would be, come along. At least JC will be there and Bob and everybody. It's unusual for us all. Oh, I've got to blow my nose. I'm so sorry. Do you want to look at a wall? It's up to you. There's a small picture of a Selfridges. Right, I still can't breathe, but it's slightly more manageable. No, first and foremost, that's all right. No, it's not like that at all. I like having new people come and come out with us because we usually have more edifying conversation. To be frank, I mean, I'll stay as Kay. Really, I don't want to be Frank. I'm going to be Kay. pain. Mate, I'm falling to pieces. One little emotional slap and I'm just like crumbling. Bullshit, bro. And I keep cursing just for the sake of like not internalizing it. The mandates, yeah, Andrew. I mean, people are still bleating and going, masks, sort of thing, but I shouldn't have said that. So I know I'm tired. It's up to you. If people want to wear them, like, it's up to them. It's none of my business. But yeah, we don't have any mandates at the moment. Yeah. Okay, so the Anglican Church going home. One of the 39 articles is infant baptism. Like for example, I had to just like really think about it. Pedal baptism is like as a child, a baby. Infant, I guess, can be interpreted broadly as an infant who can declare Christ. And like one of my nieces, for example, who I saw yesterday, like sometimes I get like blown away by the depth of her faith, even though it's little, if you know what I mean. Like she's little, but she explains things to me in a way that I'm like, wow. Like she didn't read that herself, not at the time she told me she couldn't read. So her like perception of it is, you know, we all have to be as little children. So I think if you could confess Christ and you genuinely believe, it doesn't really matter how young you are, but if you're a baby, get a blessing, mate, and like wait until you're older. I don't know, that's my personal, it's not salvific. The music though, let's go outside, man. I can't listen to this emotional shit. I'm gonna lose my chair. Fudge. No, I ain't. They're all going up. I don't really care at this stage. I just don't care. Oh, sorry. Just make owie noises very often. Thank you. Sorry, everyone. I don't know what to do. Let me see my battery. Wow, that's a little one. I got 20. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I got. My brain just froze. 24% battery. I got another phone, but it's reserved for one thing, but it's got a full up battery. Thank you. Oh, I should have used the loo, but obviously we're all not that close. That would take you in with me. But yeah, maybe it's time to breathing. When you're tired, it's always colder and more dramatic and emotionally bullshit. Oh, not that light on my face, please, mate. Not even a wink, fresh in floor. It got to 9, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna shut my eyes. And I shut for like a few mins, and I was so scared of falling asleep and not like being, if you will. I was like, no, just get up. Started basically drip feeding myself caffeine. And here we are. Look at the state of that. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just catching my reflection there. Yeah, I know. I want to cuddle. I want to cuddle. And like affection and niceness and laughing and not dramatic stuff. I don't like drama. It's one of the things my daughter said to me. She's like, thanks for always being there through the drama. And I was like, that really touched me. But I'm not really a big drama kind of. It's weird for somebody to go speak at school and that, but yeah, spend all this time modifying your like defences against any kind of emotional involvement whatsoever. And then you're like, where the heck is this drama coming from? It's got to be Jesus. If it's not, the other one. Thank you, James. And James's ear. Big up James's ear. James Johnson's ear roll. I'll just have to hug myself. Not the same, but if you get someone else doing it at the same time, you can just feel better about your life for a few seconds. Right, I didn't have the batteries. about the battery of the phone. Why didn't I use the bathroom? I'm not meant to be out unescorted at this stage. She's out of bed again. Yeah, I got family who are Catholic. One of my sisters, some other hold on a minute, I forgot how to scarf. Far out, mate. I've got to sleep soon. I can do much longer with no sleep, but I'm just a pussy nowadays. Excuse my French. Right, it's cold. What am I doing of? What am I doing? Talking shiz, walking down the street towards Speaker's Corner, battery low. Maybe stop this stream. Find some facilities. I'm going to put it in an English understated way, which I've just left in the pub because I am what we like to refer to as a tard. Those of us who are non-PC. Oh, I'm going to go in that hotel where Bob always... shoot, not doxing anything there. Right. No way. Not as far as I'm concerned, Christopher. Neither of those things. I mean, it depends how you know, I don't generally like unsolicited hugs, but yeah, I wouldn't. Everyone's too willing to be like slightly offended. I think it's nice to be nice. I think it's lovely to be loving. Like the alternatives are just satanic anyway. Talking about hating people, you know what I mean? I'm getting dramatic again. This is why I like sleeping and niceness and less drama and not feeling like I'm going to stick with my own thoughts there. Right, anyway, how am I going to find out if JC's there if I don't walk all the way in? But I'm freezing and there's no bathrooms and I feel definitely tired. Let's just have a quick butcher's because, you know, and if they are... no. Sorry. I've got a proper pain in my... Wow. Okay. Quite a big pain in my chest going on. Okay. Let's just start breathing properly a minute. I haven't got... Oh, excuse me while I just live stream me being melodramatic. Oh. Unitarian, sorry. Oh, John, I'm so sorry, babes. I don't mean to. I'm just sharing around the stress and anxiety that I feel. Sorry, it's not my intention. I promise I'm a big grown-up girl who can fully manage emotional trauma and have Jesus and know everything will be all right. And yeah, and I do have my acid pump because of aforementioned everything being all rightness. Please, God, let it be the proper one. Yeah, we're all... Sorry. Sorry. Yes. Accurate thing, I just a bit... I was short of breath. Sorry, I got my thingy. It's just hurting me at the moment, like a stabbing in the chest kind of vibe. But it's nothing that I can't cope with because of how tough I am. Only kidding. I'm alright. I'm usually much better at hiding shiz. Listen, we're gonna have to stop bumping into each other like this. Just mid shortness of breath for your star. Thank you, sir. Just put this thingy behind. Are you going back to the pub? Is JC in the park?
I didn't see him, but I was invited through there.
You didn't go in?
No, they're doing the Pavlov debate, the Russia thing. I'm just going to cut my nose and try and run back. But not literally.
I was just going to, live streaming. I don't quite know what that... Anyway, I hope it doesn't mean what... Anyhow. Exactly that. Accurate. No, anonymous. I think I want to. I don't know. I want to get like a hot water bottle and be like happy. Ow. You know, just the little things in life. Oh, shoot. No, I can't have it that I can't laugh because I'll have to kill my... That's a joke. Didn't even get the word. Ooh. Okay, I'm just going to walk about London, like stopping like a grandmother. What are you doing, bro? Like, are they going to move? Nah, just stop a double decker. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you. Who's... Oh my God, you're such a little sweetie. Thank you, mate. Should we just fling ourselves in front of them? No. Joking, still joking. Covering up deep-seated emotional issues with humour. Who'd have thunk it? Right, let's show you all the peeps. Oh, you fudger. Why does it what? Oh, right, it's me. I'm standing in the wrong spot. They'll be coming. Oh, now they're coming. Come on, you freaks. Sorry, I have no patience. Right. Oh, cute. Oh, you missed all the me being dramatics, potentially. I will. I just came from an alcoholic beverage because like I felt like it. Right, let's get a bit warm here. Let me check my battery again because seriously, I'm just waffling at this stage. 18%. So I'm going to march. I'm going to march quite. I'm just going to push down on my ribcage a minute. Double check for JC. This is the plan. Listen up, people. Double check for JC. I'm going to walk really quickly. I'm going to try not to talk. I'm going to talk minimal shiz. If he's there, I'll set another little stream on my other phone, same YouTube account. I'm going to crack on from there. Otherwise, I feel like I may need to go and just sit and rock in the corner and draw circles in the dust on the floor. Oh, here we go with this BS.
And Tuesday.
Another God. It's Tuesday, as everybody knows. Right, Pavlov's.
And Thursday. Another
God. Oh, shut up, you knob. I'm talking to a speaker, like literally an amplifier. Oh. Hi. I was thinking about him, praying for him the other day. I thought I hadn't seen him. He's a Sufi. He's very, like, kind. Right, let me see if my little bro... Oh, there we go from there, everybody. Oh yeah, so your question. So sorry. Christianity is, and then like a little stint of. But I'm the kind of person. Once I start doing something, I'm like I'm either all in or I'm like out. I guess it does cause problems sometimes. But yeah, I had a lot of interest in like things of the spiritual like nature, internal and external, and myths, mythology, legends, history, languages, cultures, like supernatural, I guess, or supranatural phenomena, stuff like that. Right, let's have a little look for Jay. And then I've got to check my battery, and then I've got. I see Asif. Aye, my baby's here. Sorry, let me get round to him, and then I'll just put a stream on the other phone. Oh, and I'm going to go and use the bathroom. Also, sorry to just be that intimate with you. I've been here, but I've been dying. Come on then. 1 minute. Sorry. Oh, my face. Sister. I need a cuddle so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, no, it's on your...
Yeah, I got your little present.
Shut up, you fish. I just see Yaya as well. Asif is good. JC's my little...
Happy Mother's
Oh,
Day.
shut your mouth. Look at him just doing it to the camera. Bless him. You can have a bit. Oh, I love you. But I have just come from the pub. job. And I ain't slept a week.
What? It's not even 6 o'clock.
I'm not even on the razzle. I haven't slept. I've had the most traumatic bullshit, emotional crap. And that's all right. We're close. They know. Ish. And I just need to die. Oh, an old age in my bed, Mr. 3-year-old. Nonce dude. Right, let me just... I'm going to put them back in the bag, or will they get given away again? Right, anyhow, Chris is here.
Alright, good to see you, Chris.
Happy Mother's Day again. Right, my batteries really go. I'm going to shut this one and start a new one. All right, I love you all. I really do. Like, I'm trying to. Right, I'll see you soon.